La 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 la. Hello, welcome to my class. I am Teacher Jane and I will be your music teacher for today. Are you ready? That's good to know. So once again, good morning grade 6 students. How are you doing? I hope that you're doing fine. Before we start with our discussion, let us have first an activity. This activity named Arrange Me. So for the directions, you need to arrange the scrambled words to find a word. Are you ready? Okay, your timer starts now. Okay, thumb is up. So the answer is texture. So our last discussion is about the texture. So the texture in music is how the tempo, the melodic, and harmonic materials are combined in a musical composition, determining the overall quality of the sound in a piece. Okay, let us proceed with our objectives. So what are the things that you need to learn? So you need to identify orally the texture of musical pieces. You need to value the importance of the concept of texture as monophonic, homophonic, and polyphonic. And lastly, you need to perform accurately a given song with variations in texture. Are you ready? That's good to know. So let us proceed. Before we start with our lesson, let us try this. Let us have an activity. For the directions, identify and try to guess if the phrase in the box is about monophonic, homophonic, and polyphonic. Then color them according to the following: red for the monophonic, yellow for the homophonic, and blue for the polyphonic. So the group who get the high score will win and have a prize. Your timer starts now. Okay, your time is up. We will check that later on. We will proceed now with our topic. So our topic is about the three kinds of musical texture. What are those? The monophonic texture, the homophonic texture, and the polyphonic texture. Let us proceed first with the monophonic. What is the monophonic texture? It means one sound. So that this is the texture of a single musical line without any form of accompaniment, without any form of guitar, or piano, or any musical instruments. For example, singing solo or solo performance without accompaniment. You understand? Okay, we will proceed. Another example of monophonic texture is one person whistling a tune, just like this Mickey Mouse, or a single bongo sounding taps. And yes, and a group of people all singing a single melody together without harmony or instrumental accompaniment. So they're only singing one tone or one melody. Not one tone, but one melody. Next is a fife and drum corps with all the fifes playing the same melody, as long as there's only one melody that they're singing. Do you understand? That's great. So we will proceed. Next is the homophonic texture. What do you mean by homophonic texture? So homophony has one clear melodic line. It's the line that naturally draws your attention. It is a single melodic line supported by harmony through musical instruments. So in the homophonic texture, there is the combination of a solo singer and a musical instruments. That's what I did on the intro. For example, Are You Sleeping, Brother Jen? With piano accompaniment, or a song solo with a guitar accompaniment. Do you understand? That's great. So, another example of homophonic texture is a singer accompanied by a guitar picking or drumming chords, or a small jazz combo with a bass, a piano, and a drum set, providing the rhythm background for a trumpet improvising a solo, and a single bagpipes or accordion player playing a melody with drones or chords. Do you understand? That's great. So we will proceed with the third one. So the third variation of musical texture is the polyphonic texture. What do you mean by polyphonic texture? When we say polyphonic texture, it means many sounds. The musical texture has 3 or more musical dimensions. For example, round song or partner song. So there's soprano, alto, tenor, or bass. So another example is a round song or a partner in the choir or in a band. That's it. As long as there are 3 or more musical dimensions. Do you understand? That's great. So we will proceed. So what is the importance of knowing all of this? So the importance of texture in the composition of musical piece is that it determines the overall quality of the sound in a piece. And the musical texture is also important because it can be used by composers to create drama and contrast by difference in the layers of sound, whether melody or harmony. The relations between these layers of sound and how many layers there are. Do you understand? That's great. So, let us review what you have learned. So, you have learned the 3 kinds of musical texture, the examples, and the importance of knowing all of this. Okay? That's good. So, let us check what you can do. So, let us have another activity that is connected to your first activity, which is to identify if the phrase in the box is about monophonic, homophonic, and polyphonic. So, color the red if it is monophonic, yellow for homophonic, and blue for polyphonic. So, let us check if you really learn in my topic or in my discussion. So, let us check. Let us check your answer. Okay. So, the unison of lupang hinirang without accompaniment. Without accompaniment. So, it is, yes, it is monophonic because it is a unison. Next. So, these are the answers, the correct answers in the activity. Who get the correct answers? Who get the perfect score? Very good. That's excellent. So let's give ourselves a clap. Okay, we will now proceed with let us do this and let us have another activity. And you will need to write this on a paper. Okay, I'll give you time. Okay, that's good. So, for the last one, this is your task or your assignment. For the directions, identify the texture of the following, whether it is monophonic, homophonic, or polyphonic. So write your answer on the space provided before each number. Okay, do you understand? That's good. So that will be all, and thank you. I hope that you are learning. I am Teacher Jane, and God bless and stay safe. Bye!